This morning, we're waiting on word on when former President Trump and 18 other co-conspirators will surrender to authorities in Fulton County. The deadline is noon on Friday. There are indications that the surrender for the former president won't happen until late this week. 11 Alive's Jerry Carnes is live at the Fulton County Jail this morning. Jerry, there are all kinds of preparations happening for what's going to be a very busy week.
There are indeed, Cheryl. Good morning. So far, none of the 19 defendants in this case have turned themselves in here at the Fulton County Jail, and it seems that former President Donald Trump right now is more focused on his current run for the presidency, and there have been some recent developments along that front. In the meanwhile, one of his co-defendants is doing all he can to get the charges against him dismissed.
The clock is ticking. There are now 4 days left until the deadline for former President Donald Trump and 18 others to turn themselves in on criminal charges stemming from their attempts to overturn the 2020 vote in Georgia. NBC News is reporting that it is unlikely Mr. Trump will turn himself in before Thursday of this week. As his lawyers work to negotiate the conditions of his surrender, the former president has announced he will not gather on Wednesday to debate the other candidates vying for the Republican nomination in the 2024 race for president. On his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump wrote that, quote, "The public knows who I am and what a successful presidency I had." Former Trump Chief of Staff Mark Meadows is one of the 18 co-defendants named in the Fulton County criminal case. Over the weekend, he filed a motion asking a federal court to dismiss the state charges against him. Meadows is claiming immunity. His court filing states that as a federal official at the time of the charged conduct, Meadows is immune from state prosecution under the Supremacy Clause of the federal Constitution. Meadows had previously asked that authorities move his case from state to federal court.
Jerry, there's so much happening behind the scenes right now. Talk us through what's involved in these negotiations between this big group of defendants and the Fulton County authorities.
Well, several attorneys for these defendants tell us that the negotiations involve the condition of bond that would allow the defendants to leave the jail once they are booked. They want that all taken care of, all of the conditions taken care of prior to turning themselves in so that they can spend as little time at the jail as possible.